What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I got a really cool build for you. This is going to be a quick video. Behind me is a 2017 full-size Range Rover L405 for all you Land Rover fanatics out there. Not your typical Overland vehicle, and this is not your typical Overland build. So real quick, want to go over the whole system for you. As you can see here, we got big Dometic 75-liter dual zone fridge. This thing's a monster. So that's on a 36-inch slide, and it has to be tucked all the way in the back because of the slope of the rear hatch. Over here, you have like your, kitchen utensils. You can put, flashlights, knives, whatever. Good utility drawer here. Then we have the pop-up coffee table thing here with the Coleman stove underneath. Another setup right there. So nice little kitchen area. And then you have a good sized deep drawer, and there'll be dividers here for this drawer with a locking marine slam latch. Then let me close this up. We'll look at this side over here. So over here, this turns on the ARB twin air compressor that I installed right there. So that thing's connected directly to the battery. And then below that, this is the water pump, which we'll get to in a second. There's actually a 5-gallon jerry can under, like kind of in the footwell over there behind the front seat. And there's a marine 12-volt pump. So you have on-demand water. And then this, you got a USB outlet and 12-volt. And this does not have a dual battery system in it. It actually is all running off a Jackery. So I'll get to that in a second too on how I did that. Then over here, this is your standard like desk outlet extension cord. Again, this one's connected to the Jackery, so you can have things charging. The idea is you have things charging with the Jackery over behind the fridge, and then when you're hanging out at camp, then you also can charge and do stuff back over here. So pretty clean. And the cool thing about this whole thing is that when the tailgate's up, it's almost flush. And then the whole purpose of this is this gives you a 6-foot sleeping platform. So one person obviously can sleep right here, and plenty of room to squeeze in there and do some stealth camping. Moving on over to the driver's side behind the seat, you can see the Jackery right here. I'm going to go this side so you can get in here and see this. Jackery, this is powering the whole thing. I connected a Victron DC to DC converter, so it tricks the Jackery into thinking it's getting solar. So then it charges at like 160 watts when the car is running, so like double what you'd normally get out of the regular 12-volt. Over here, this is the 110 outlet I was talking about, so turn that on, turn that off. And then the Jackery has a max 10 amp output, so just simple 12-gauge cable going over here, and this is going to run the fridge and just the USB. So you can only go 10 amps total, so that's something to think about with if you're going to use the Jackery or something like that as like your power station. But it really works. I've done it with a Yeti Goal Zero, which was half the size of this one, and it worked fine doing the same setup. Down below, we have a 5-gallon jerry can with the quick connect system here. This system right here, you can, when you take the sleep platform out, you can disconnect this whole thing, or you can swap out a jerry can, just unscrew the lid, put another jerry can right there. Okay, down below, this is kind of where all the brains are. It's a little messy because everything is removable, right? This is the marine grade water pump I was talking about. It has a pre-filter, so this will just strain any sediments that come out of the jerry can. It's not a filter. It basically protects the water pump. This is your output for your water, so we'll do a demo of that where I have a shower, like a 10-foot shower hose that you plug into this, and that gives you the running water. Next to it's a fuse block. Over there is the DC to DC converter, and then all the wires go, are routed where they go. And then we have the cable chain to manage this. But the idea behind this is that, it goes in and out and protects the cable as it's going in and out. And then the other design, I guess, would say behind this whole system, so it's all bolted together. It can be taken out in probably 10 to 20 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes. And then this piece is actually bolted to the main drawer system. So if you don't want the sleeper, you don't want overland mode, you can actually take the fridge slide out, take all this out, and then you just have the drawer system, the seats go back up. And then this part of the drawer system, I figured out the angle here so it's perfectly flat, but it still gives you plenty of room underneath to, you know, put a duffel bag or, you know, pillows or anything you want out of the way. You can stuff them under there. And then under here, I don't have the straps, but the idea behind it is that there's hooks under here, and you'll put a strap under the headrest so that this whole piece is going to be cinched down on top of the headrests. So the whole thing is, you know, right now it can't go down, but we want it so it can't go up or down. So that's the idea behind that. Painted with 3 coats of Raptor liner, made with, this is the first time I use a really lightweight cabinet grade plywood that I found from overseas. Awesome stuff. And the Raptor liner, it's really durable. It's really easy to touch up if you ever have to. Other than that, that is it. If you have any questions about this build, go ahead and post them in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. The L405, the new drawer system, the winch, lift kit, looking good. Safe travels.